The United States Congressman has formally called on the Nigerian government to...
You don't need to understand. You don't even think.
The United States Congressman has formally...
It was reported that the Sokoto warders actually leaked a phone call between Tinubu calling Nnamdi Kanu there in Sokoto, calling Nnamdi Kanu, of which Nnamdi Kanu turned down, and it was so shocking to the Sokoto warders, the prison warders, that Nnamdi Kanu turned down Nnamdi Kanu's Tinubu's call. What do you think have made Nnamdi Kanu reject Tinubu?
Well, very clearly, according to that report, that was actually leaked by prison warders, which is also a lot of people are trying to verify what is the call all about. What Bola Ahmed Tinubu calling Nnamdi Kanu, and the arrangement we had is that there's already a stationed a private jet that will take you from Sokoto to Abuja secretly and quietly, where he's going to meet United Nations delegates from 2 countries. We are trying to find out, is it Kenya? Is Kenya involved? France? Is it France involved? We are just making speculation. But what we can tell you is that these delegates are being mandated by United Nations to lead a delegate to Aso Rock. Why they were still having that meeting, arranging for how everything is going to be, and that was why people did not understand why Nnamdi Kanu's wife want Nnamdi Kanu to leave Sokoto prison to Abuja. The news is there, and Nnamdi Kanu looked at it deeply and said, "No, I'm not interested in this movement because the process is not clear." And what is the process? Are you talking about? They are trying to offer Nnamdi Kanu a conditional release or unconditional release. But why is it? These things are giving Bola Ahmed Tinubu a completely headache. What kind of a man is this? You don't want me to move forward. We are being held hostage. There's international pressure. We don't even know whether these delegates from United Nations, whether they are coming from US, giving the US decision recently on Nnamdi Kanu. We don't even know whether it is coming from Britain. We don't even know whether it is coming from Israel. We don't know where this thing that is putting pressure on Bola Ahmed Tinubu to an extent. He has to put a call immediately to Sokoto and Nnamdi Kanu, and Nnamdi Kanu completely turned that call down, according to revelations report we are getting. And to that extent, this is actually what angered Nnamdi Kanu's wife to start trying to put pressure on the husband to leave that Sokoto prison and go and have a meeting. Whether it is a secret meeting or whatever, everything has been kept in place. When they move in, Nnamdi Kanu insisted that I am not going to be part of this, and surprisingly to a lot of people, people are wondering, is that what the call is all about? And that call, has a lot of things. And when Nnamdi Kanu is definitely being brought to Aso Rock, brought to Abuja, secretly with those representatives, we don't know where they come from. They're going to sit down. Bola Ahmed Tinubu himself is going to sit down and going to do a final discussion. There's nothing government of Nigeria cannot do. And what are those discussions? It is going to be centered on what the instructions from the British government. It's going to also be centered on the position of the North. It's going to be centered on 2027 election. It is also going to be centered how Bola Ahmed Tinubu is definitely going to escape the wrath that is virtually going to come from the U.S. Congress, given the recent statement credited to James John over Nnamdi Kanu's ordered immediate release. So you can see that everything, seems to be falling in place. And Nnamdi Kanu is saying no, that he's not interested, and that he's not. And his wife actually got angry. So that call was actually to persuade Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, I am Mr. President, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I wanted to have a secret meeting with you. And you remember, there has been series of people from that Asurog meeting Nnamdi Kanu on daily basis, trying to see how they are going to convince him and that. But it looks like Nnamdi Kanu is not interested in conditional release. What Nnamdi Kanu is interested is exactly what the U.S. Congressman James John actually said: unconditional release.
But Tinubu is scared that releasing Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally is not think his chance of 2027 will be diminished totally.
Nigeria is already diminished. Nigeria is no longer a nation that anybody can be proud of anymore, including the president himself.
The president recently said Nigeria will be great again. Under his tenure, he said Nigeria. Do you think that even if we give the president another 4 years, Nigeria can be great again?
And that is why he's the Nigerian petroleum minister, and over 210 trillion is missing under his watch. Of course, he will tell you that Nigeria will be great again.
But under previous government,
of course, that's what I'm telling you. It's not under this is just a recent revelation. Are you not seeing, the issue of Bajabiamila and the rest of them? Are you not seeing massive looting? Are you not seeing that for 2023, 2014 now, the budget has not been implemented, has not been passed? All the money, where is it going to? Are you not seeing the level of borrowing and all that? So why wouldn't he say, defend, the sauce soup he has cooked for Nigerians over the years? So, of course, but that is not what is giving him worry. What is giving him worry is that, he does not understand, he will not be able to understand the decision of the international community on the issue of Biafra and Nnamdi Kanu. That is the headache. That is the mystery. That is what is unraveling, the authority and the power in Asuro currently now.
But do you not think that the likes of because the other time we saw the Congress saying that that the Sejen Makrubio should make sure that Nnamdi Kanu do everything in his power to release Nnamdi Kanu or possibly sanction Nigeria. Do you think that when do you think that Makrubio have what it takes to finally see that Nnamdi Kanu is out, and if he gives the order as regards Nnamdi Kanu freedom, if the Nigerian government don't do it, do you think that he have what it takes to sanction Nigeria?
We're not talking about sanction, I don't think it's not going to be an issue of sanction because America themselves too are already testing the waters. They've seen the truth. They've unraveled the truth. Their secret service have already informed them of what is going on in Nigeria, that it is just beyond just a mere president sitting in Aso Rock and saying he's running a country like Nigeria. That all these things are just cosmetic and cover up on the real issue on ground. And what is the real issue on ground? The killing and genocide that is going on. And the resistant voices are being hunted down, are being pulled down and sent into prison. That is the understanding of the international community. And most of them who wanted to pull out from this arrangement are calling for a separate nation, a separate country on their own. As simple as that, to protect themselves. That is the way. And American sanctions is not what is needed. What is needed is the balkanization of Nigeria. As simple as that. And that is the fear of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that this thing cannot happen under my care. And of course, when it happens, then you will not have any choice at the end of the day. That's what it means. There will be no choice. When it's being ordered, then you would have told me that Somali, I would have stopped Israel today from going along with Somaliland at the end of the day. But Tinubu is playing a smart game after the options given to him by the British government has finally collapsed, and none of them seem to be working in Nigeria because of the position of the Fulani Caliphate, a political class in Nigeria. It might not work, So he's thinking that instead of me to become the last president of Nigeria, I will split Nigeria into two: the northern Nigeria and the southern Nigeria, and of course that will lead to total disintegration of Nigeria as an option. So they have already given him that. They have suggested such things to him. But what people are talking about at this point in time is that the Christian majority should be allowed to have a separate nation on their own. So all these things is being factored in, and why he put that constraint on the conviction, put it on the table on the conviction that yes, this is the only thing that they needed to be done, and Nnamdi Kanu need to give his consent and sign an agreement, and some certain privileges should be extended to him. And that's one of the reasons why his appeal is being delayed even up to this moment, because
what's really going on with the appeal?
Because the guy has never agreed. They have not been able to structure out or craft a means to get Nnamdi Kanu to understand what is actually happening and how they can navigate their way out completely from the Nnamdi Kanu challenge. So everything, and they cannot go on with that trial again because it has attracted international attention. So they wanted to negotiate from behind the door, have Nnamdi Kanu flew in to Abuja secretly, sat down with whoever it is, and terms are being discussed. Nnamdi Kanu does not want that, as simple as that, and that is another headache for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that is why he's saying what he's saying, looking for options, trying to delay the appeal process and all that, to see if there can be an opening that will favor him, and of course favor national interest. But still, how unfortunate it is, the same Bola Ahmed Tinubu who is trying to escape from what is already on ground, the fear of millions of Nigeria, still went ahead with Muslim ticket.
Okay.